Welcome to the video. Here I'm showing you the three calendars that I've been looking at, and I'm trying to line them up as far as the Gregorian date versus the Julian date versus the lunar date, because I think in iPet Goat there are multiple calendars being used for sure, and the way you can kind of check things off as matching up, the way Bro Scott has been showing us over the last few weeks. I tried to do that here as well. But this video, I'm going to focus mainly on the Donald here and what I think is his exit on the world stage on this day right here, Palm Sunday the 13th or the 12th, going into the 13th, based on which calendar you're looking at. So I've had this screenshot of Donald Trump here with the Sirius XM for at least 6 to 8 years. And I always thought it meant something. And I think I know what it means. On the 13th, Palm Sunday, it is going to be Nissan 15, which would make this 115. So I think that's what they're showing you here. In addition, they can also be showing 1-1, which is a 2 for the year 2025 that we're in right now. So I think that's the two messages that I get from this photo. We all know how Donald Trump sits. Every picture you look up online, he's always sitting with his hand in the diamond shape, which means the tip of the spear. You can look at his College Point photo where he's in the very front of this black and white photo when he went to College Point. And I do believe that that's what this means. It's the tip of the spear. It's also the as above, so below. This guy's definitely a Masonic Luciferian, deceiving the world. This is Donald Trump. He's the third character on the left in iPet Goat. Now, for years, I always thought that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then around, it shows 12 characters, signifies 12 months. I think it signifies 12 years, and this is the 13th year here. The woman dressed in white, the bride. But what I did realize is that this is the third character here. Let's see. I don't know if I can blow this up or not, but yeah, here we go. Okay, so now that we're looking at this, this character represents Barack Obama. You can see by the ears. This entire video is multiple layers. So what we're looking at face value is one thing, but like there's 2, 3, 4, sometimes even more different things that you can pick out in a scene, and each scene is chock full of symbolism and things to be decoded. So the reason I know that this is the third month is because of the purple hue here, and that just signifies the blue moon that we saw last month, and that's why I think it goes back to the Donald over here, and he represents the fourth month being April. The M on his hands, I had always thought that was an M for March, but what I really think it is now is M is the 13th letter of the alphabet. So that's the date I'm looking at for something to happen, on the world stage to the Donalds. Here we're looking at an Illuminati card from the card game set. Friday the 13th. Now tomorrow is Friday, and tomorrow's the 11th. But I think what they're showing here is unlucky 13th, like the day itself. And I'm looking for something with the stock market tomorrow, and even possibly something in the ways of like a meteor strike. And I'll get to that at some other point. So we'll take this away. And then something I wanted to do also is kind of look through iPet Goat and point some stuff out to you. But here's another screenshot that I have. iPet Goat came out in 2012. So you've got 12 characters back here representing the 12 years that need to pass. And this is the 13th year, which is 2025. And then you have the bride dressed in white and the exit door. And for many years, up until this week, I've always looked at this scene, as, there's destruction or something outside, and that's why you're getting the color hue here we see. And around the blood moon time, I was thinking that this is representative of the blood moon color coming through the room. But now that I'm looking at this, it seems to me that this could be pink, like the pink full moon that we have on the 13th in the next couple of days. So what I wanted to do is go through Ipg Goat with you a little bit and show you a few things really quick, and then I'm going to focus on Donald Trump. So I pulled the video up here, and we're going to start playing it. Now right here is the opening scene. Does this not look like the color pink? Super interesting. And then you have 6 lights here. 6 lights since the solar eclipse in October. Brings us to now. Okay, and I'm going to skip past this stuff. I don't want to look at any of this stuff, but we're going to go to, let's say, Bush. Now, George, here again, you see that color. But the Bush character in this represents Donald Trump. And we know that because he's got a D on his hat. We also know that because this entire video is about the second 9/11. So for the second 9/11, Donald Trump will be in charge. And here you see the puppet on the strings. He's being controlled by Satan, everything they do. Stop. Okay. Now this scene right here is filled with symbolism. The D for Donald Trump. 115. 115. Nissan 15. Or it could represent 25. But we also have more information than that. Here you can see the remnants of the eclipse on his face. Here we go. This is Donald Trump on his back. This here, in the back here, is a black F. Now, what I believe is that represents Friday. This looks like an A for April. And this here, I believe, is a 7 and a 5. Now, 75, right here, 75th day of the year, right here, is Palm Sunday. We'll continue. I stop it here. There's Donald Trump on his back again. Now he's looking over in this direction. And I've decoded all of these things. So what he's looking at here, the XX is 115 for Nissan 15. It also, the hangman is Donald Trump. Donald J. Trump. And I have more information to back this up. The hangman, EV, is on the screen. You can clearly see. Let's see. Sorry. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at this at all. Okay. So Donald Trump, EV on the screen. E is 5. V is 22. But it could also be 2 plus 2 is 4. And that's 45 backwards. So that's how I know that that's Donald Trump. And we're going to continue. Okay, so now we see the evolution chart up top. So the evolution chart right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters. And the dunce hat's pointing to the 3rd character. So that's a 7-3 there. This is Donald Trump here. He's got the head wound. This character has a gun. Let's see what else I got here. Yep, there it is. Okay. We'll continue with this. Okay, and then this scene right here, I believe this is an A for April 1, 3. That's when rockets are going off. I think that's when World War III starts, either right before or right after this event takes place. Um, the shark here, there's a 5 here, and then there's a 2 here. Okay. So let me just show you a couple more things here. I'm sorry, this is like a little bit disorganized, but like I said, I'm not really good at this stuff. All right. This is Donald Trump as he lunges forward. This is the head wound moment. But if you look at the same scene, screenshot and reverse the colors, you see his eyes are whited out because that is the gunshot. The weapon is hidden behind the shark, and you can see the figure in the background. So I don't know who or what that's supposed to be, but you also see the connection here because they leave this in the image. So you know that what I just showed you is the same character right here. Okay, let me try to move this along a little bit faster. So now in this scene, he's waving his hand around like it's a weapon. And then he does some hand gestures here. And you can see it just about to start right there. And what that is a 7-3. Here's a picture of it. He makes a 7-3 with his hand. And I believe that's when the lightning comes down. What else have I not shown you here? Let's see. Here, this is pretty interesting. So, Donald Trump in gematria. You just type in his name, and here you go. Donald Trump equals 88. But then you can look at, he's the 47th president in 2025, 9/11. Pretty interesting. You can also see that his name is in the Psalm 23 outside the classroom, right there. So this video is all about the connection between World War III and the President of the United States. Here's a few more. Here you go. This is him again with the head wound, and there's a 115 in the funeral flower in the background. Oh. And then there's the weapon as well, and 115 for Nissan 15, which is the 13th. That's this Sunday. What else can I show you here? Also, in the classroom, we have the rabbit on the wall. Let's see, can you see it here? No, not on that one. That's also Donald Trump, and there's the head wound again. But there's the rabbit on the wall in the back. And the rabbit has a hole in the ear, and that just mimics Donald Trump and Donnie Darko. He's 88. They're showing you here the connection to Donnie Darko with the hole in the rabbit's ear. What else do I have here for you guys? Okay, here's another one. So we got this egghead character. Egghead character. When his head breaks like this, you're going to see Donald Trump again. So this is showing a broken head. He is the father of the V right there. And as he's getting up, you can see this shape in his head. And then when you flip it around, mouth, nose, eye, hair hanging over. That's who that is. Okay, I'm going to show you him in here one more time. In this scene, I should probably show you this in the video, but in this scene, this is a chin, this is the head tilted back, this is the nose, and this is where the back of the head would be. So in this scene, it's multi-layered. It's a submarine coming up out of the ocean. It's launching missiles at a city. It's also a head wound. So let's go back to this. We'll look at this a little bit more because I don't want this video to get too crazy long. I just wanted to show you guys a couple things that I see when I look at this video. Okay, so one more thing. This is the Antichrist right here. People are confused between if it's DT or if it's BO. DT is going to get taken out, and he's going to pave the way for the war. Because remember what happened? Trump said that, like, if something happens to him, he left orders to annihilate Iran, and that would start World War III. So I believe that's a scenario that's super possible. I don't know if it's going to be Iran that starts it, but we're going to find out this weekend. I really think so. So he laughs here. He's graduated now. He came right after Trump and graduated, and now he graduated to become the AC. That's why he's got the graduation cap on. Scene goes dark. I believe that turns pink. The apple rolls across. Got your 1 seed, 2 seeds. That's birth or the bride or a nuclear explosion. It's all of that. And then I'll show you one more thing. Okay. Psalm 23. Okay. What the Psalm 23 really stands for on this, with the pink background and the illuminated pink, which is pink moon, the first 911 event was on September 11, 2001. So, let's see which one this is. Okay, so from September 11, 2001 until 4/14/2025, you have 23 years, 7 months, and 3 days. Let me go back here. And then we can get closer here. I'm sorry. We have 23 years, 3 months. Wait, is that right? I'm sorry. As I said, not an expert. Sorry. 23, 7, and 3. You have your 3 and a 7. It's all right there. 23 years, 3 months, 7 days. I'm sorry, 7 months, 3 days. I got it backwards, but you know what I mean. Okay, so that's there. So that's what they're telling you, is that's when the second 9/11 event's going to happen. And June 24th, 2012 is when Ipg Goat first came out, to Sunday, April 13th. Gives us 12 years, 9 months, 20 days, or 9, 2, 3. And it's also 153 months. So that's your 153 fish. It's your rapture. It's all pretty much tied to the same couple of things. And I'm going to show you one more thing here really quick. Okay, this scene right here. Alright, enough of this. Get this out of here. I just wanted to show you this really quick. So, it's this scene. That's this scene here. There's a 7-3 here. There is you can see the 7 and then the 3 here. Anyway, that's all I have for you for this video. I don't want to go too far. I definitely think something's going to happen to this guy. And it's going to be a staged event. So let's just be watchful this next couple days. I will share more. I've got some stuff about The Simpsons. I kind of wanted to show you this. This is pretty interesting, since I know you're all watching. Maybe you can look at that. Looks like it's going from the 12th into the 13th. And it looks like it's a nuclear related event. This is his Homer's watch. 4, 6, and 7 is 13. So 4/13 on his watch on right there. I'll show you this really fast too. The scene here from Leave the World Behind. If you look at this right here, 6 and 7 is 13 again, and you also have another 13 because you have the ring of stars. And yep, I've got it right there. So that's all I got for you for this video. Please comment. I'm sorry it was all over the place. I've got a couple more. I want to talk about New York City. I want to talk about the Abraham Lincoln, and a few other things. So I'll be back. Okay, thanks, guys.